I reviewed the Vibe Shot about 3 months back, and in this time, it's been updated to Android 5.1 and has also been launched here in India. So I guess this is as good a time as any to go back to the Vibe Shot, a second review of sorts, check out how it's held up after a few months of usage and so on. But before we do that, if this is your first time here, or if you were hoping I'd not go with this intro, sorry, not today. My name's Ash, this is C4E Tech, and you're watching my second review of the Lenovo Vibe Shot. Let's get started. So I've been using the Vibe Shot as my primary for a few days now. My colleagues also used it for about a month after my original review. So let's check out wear and tear on the Vibe Shot. The Vibe Shot's held up quite well. I actually dropped it on a tiled floor from about 4 feet and it managed to survive with just a small dent. With drops, there's a lot of luck involved, so I guess I was lucky this time. Anyway, the glass has small micro scratches, not visible with the screen on, but with the screen off, and when viewed at just the right angles, you can see them. So overall, I'd say the Vibe Shot's held up quite well, even after months of usage. The sides don't have any other dents or scratches. Nice. Now, the design and the specs are areas I'm not going to revisit because that's pretty much unchanged. So I will leave a link to my original review in the description below along with a card at the end of this video so you can check that out for more information. With the display, there is one change. In my original review, I said this. Traditionally, Lenovo's been a little too aggressive with the auto brightness settings. When I use a Lenovo device, I always end up feeling the auto brightness crank the brightness a tad lower than it actually should. And that's been improved a bit with the Android 5.1 update. That being said, I still feel there's room for improvement, but the auto brightness is much better on the Vibe Shot now. The camera remains unchanged. The 5.1 update hasn't really changed all that much. It's still a stellar shooter, pictures shot with it come out great, it manages to perform well under low light, the user interface remains unchanged. The auto pro mode toggles sweet. One thing worth noting is that with the 5.1 update, instead of pressing and holding the shutter key to wake the device, you now need to double press it. Talking about waking the device, the new update also lets you tap to wake the device, and that is a feature that works quite well. The display didn't keep turning on in my pocket like with some other implementations on other devices that we've seen before, like with say the Xiaomi Mi 4i, so good stuff from Lenovo. With that out of the way, let's get to battery. Initially I was a little wary because I've seen a lot of phones receive the Android 5.1 update and then go on to take a hit on the battery life. But thankfully, that's not the case here with the Vibe Shot. The 4-hour screen on time that I got at the time of my original review is what I still get, so nothing to worry about here, the battery life is still pretty good. As far as performance goes, the Vibe Shot's been decent. It's no flagship in terms of, say, gaming because of the mediocre Snapdragon 615 underneath. So, while most games will be playable, do expect minor frame drops here and there. With the software though, it's currently running on Android 5.1 Lollipop. We have Lenovo's Vibe UI on top and it's pretty far from stock Android, doesn't even come with an app drawer, but the performance here has been decent. No major lag or stutters. The 3 gigs of RAM definitely helps with multitasking. A lot of Lenovo's inclusions also help. We saw the tap to wake functionality, then there's also the power saving modes. There's even a permissions manager included. Secure Zone helps you if you want to keep your work and personal life separate. Overall, not a bad UI, but in my review, I did have one bone to pick with it. There are a lot of preloaded apps here. Now, a fair disclaimer here, this phone was imported from China, meaning the preloaded apps you see here aren't going to be there on your phone if you were to buy it elsewhere. But coming back, generally preloaded apps don't irk me. I can uninstall them at times. For example, Xiaomi, Huawei usually let you uninstall a bunch of apps that they ship with. And most times, even if you can't uninstall them, you definitely would be able to disable them. Sadly, with the Vibe Shot, there's so much junk preloaded that just cannot be uninstalled or even disabled. And that's just wrong. Now that applies only to the Chinese variant, and even with the Chinese variant of the Vibe Shot, you can flash the global ROM like I did, and that removes the bloatware. Similarly, the ones sold here in India will not have that level of bloat either. So that being said, let's quickly cut back to my original conclusion. If you want a phone that looks unique and can stand out in a sea of similar looking phones, and a phone that can perform quite adequately as well, then the Lenovo Vibe Shot is for you. If raw performance is what you'd seek, then you need to look elsewhere. And that still stands. The Vibe Shot is a solidly built phone that looks great, and Lenovo's done quite a good job with the camera and software. The inclusion of microSD and the stellar battery life makes this a well-rounded device. On the con side of things, the fact that it's powered by the Snapdragon 615 chip means You will have to put up with a bit of stuttering at times and deal with the phone getting a little warm under intensive gaming. The biggest con though, especially here in India, is the price. At 25,500 rupees, the VibeShot finds itself priced a good 30% over the Moto X Play. So that basically means you should choose the VibeShot only if the unique looks, build, and the pro camera controls are important to you. And anyway, if it's performance that you seek, the Mi 4, OnePlus One, the OnePlus 2, the Galaxy A8, and even Lenovo's own ZUK Z1 are all viable alternatives. Because the 615 is not the chip you go to if you're a power user, if intensive performance is what you seek. So that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my conclusion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. By the way, if you do want to pick a VibeShot up, I'll leave direct links in the description below. Do use those if you want to help the channel out. So I guess that's it for my second review of the Lenovo VibeShot. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And for more videos like this, stay subscribed. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.